Okay, so this is an example of a farm site. I am picking on my home state of Oregon and just wanted to put some farm sites up to just kind of go through and just kind of talk about some of the elements and what's good and what's not good. And so I found this farm here, Cuckoo Land Farms. I don't know who these people are or anything about them, but let's go to their site. First of all that we're noticing is it's taking a really long time for it to load. Part of that is because I'm videoing it, but it still took a long time. Second thing, right off the bat, I've noticed the picture does not fit the frame here. So that's a really terrible picture to have as the first one. They need to recrop that or resize that. Second thing I noticed as soon as this came up, there's no contact information here. They do, if you have to read this, but it says where they are. They're in Yamhill, Oregon. But it's not really intuitive about how to contact them. There's not even a menu. There's home and more. And so you have to kind of dig down. Down here is the contact page. So you have to go through several steps to get to that. Let's scroll down and let's see. They've got a really nice selection of photos here. I like all of these photos. It looks like they're producing a lot of stuff, different products. They've got quite a few things, but again, you've got to read this: 100% grass-fed beef and lamb, pasture-raised, organic chicken, poultry. Okay. So you have to, this is just like reading the fine print here. These are their products. They need to showcase them, right? So I would definitely change that. They do have an Airbnb suite, quite a lot of stuff in this, just, what is this, one sentence, two sentences? So that really needs to be broken out into a better format. Blurry pictures don't work. These are a lot of good pictures in here, but blurry pictures don't work. The cropping needs to be better. Looks like they do pretty good business because they've got a state sign and everything. Looks like they've got a good bit of property and family run. I like that. I love the pictures and good information. That's good. Sheep without their coats. So some really good pictures. That's good. Again, cut off the faces. That's if you're going to have pictures of people, you need to show pictures of their whole face. You don't want weird poses or revealing poses where, sometimes people tilt the camera up and then you're looking down someone's shirt or, other exposed areas. So those are things to think about when you're doing pictures. Now this, okay, so now we've scrolled down and we find out they're actually closed. So as I'm doing this video, it's August 26th. So I'm learning now that they're closed until September 15th. And so you need to email them. Well, if they have seasonal hours, that would be something to put right up here in the front to let people know what their timing is. They have a self-service farm store. This is all great information. This is great content to have. This font is not the easiest to read. I understand they're kind of trying to get like a handwritten kind of feel, but I think this could be formatted a little bit better. They probably need to break out their site onto the different lines of their business. So something for lamb, something for beef, something for the kombucha and the mead. And looks like they're offering fish too. Albacore tuna, sushi, sashimi grade. Oh, sashimi grade. So raw tuna. So they've got seafood. They've got all this stuff. It's like hard to figure out what they offer because it's all meshed in here together. It's good information, but it's all meshed in here together. Now you get down here. Okay, now they have it broken out: chicken, beef, stuff to drink. Their farm store. The information is very fragmented on this site. You'd need to really organize this a little bit better. There's a separate number for the farm store, so you'd have to dig all the way down here to find this. Video, that's great. Love video. Perhaps that would be a better thing to put at the beginning of the page to catch people's attention and hold them there a little longer. And then down here you've got another menu, which is kind of weird. I don't know. It kind of overlays it doesn't quite fit with this, but you've got your contact information down here, which most people are going to pull up the site and they might scroll down a little bit and go, holy moly. And if they don't see what they're looking for, they're going to be gone. Okay, so we want people to stay on the site. So let's look at a couple of other pages here. Okay, so this must be the Airbnb part. Okay, so it actually took me to the Airbnb site. So the URL changed, and okay, so it opened a new page. That's good, because you don't want people to leave your site. If you're going to send them to another site, you do want them to be able to get back to your site. So that's cool. So that's an Airbnb site. Okay, so let's close that. And let's see, let's go to their About page. Okay. That's better, but they really should have a full, get the picture to fit in the frame, expand the frame, or do something so that you can see them better. It's not terrible, but it could be better. This font is pretty small to read on a website, so I would go for something larger font. History is good. About the farm, the name, how they came up with their name, that's great. Their mission, and the farmers, yes. Okay, there they are, all of them. And all this blank space. So that's not good. You need to collapse that. You just go in and delete this blank space out of there so that they aren't left hanging in outer space. All right, and then let's see. What else can we look at? Okay, so they have an About page, but they have more about them as people. That's good. Okay, so here's their history. This is a little better font. It's a little larger. Okay, this is good. I like that. That's good. Nice pictures. Okay, I like these little outsets here. That's good. Okay, and then let's look at another page. Let's look at some of their products. Let's say beef and lamb. Okay. So they have a separate mission statement for the meat, which is interesting. I don't know what I think about that. So So this talks about their beef and how they raise their animals. That's good to know, good stuff to know. This can be done a little better. This isn't very attractive like that. You can do that in a more attractive button. But again, good information. One of the things that most sites struggle with is having good pictures and content, which is all of this stuff. You know, how are your animals treated? What do they eat? What is their day like on the farm? How do you get through some of the weather things? I talk about cold months. What they're offering with that. Can people come out? You know, all that kind of stuff is good content to have on your site. Okay, they apparently have a Facebook page, but I never saw a Facebook link anywhere. Oh yeah, there it is. It's overlapping, and this is not formatted correctly here, but they do have a Facebook link. Okay, which you could easily put that here, wherever that was. Let's see. I don't know where it went. Oh, right here. So, and that is a link. See how it changed to the hand? So that's a link that goes to their Facebook page. Okay. So that's cool. It would make this would stand out better if they put the Facebook emblem here as well. And then it would be more evident that there's that link there. Okay, so again, good information. I don't like these downloads here like that, but you can do that in a more attractive way. Great pictures, very personable. It's got a unique feel to it, and it definitely gives you an idea of what they produce. I would definitely be interested in talking to them about their products if I were in Oregon, or in that area. So, you know, they're accomplishing that. The problem with this site is that the SEO is not maximized, and the format of it is not going to hold people on their site unless they're very specifically interested in this farm. Like they met them at a farmer's market, and they had a conversation with the farmer, and the farmer said, well, it's on my website, and so now they're out at the website. But they're going to have to dig around quite a bit to find where to download stuff. If the farmer said, yeah, just go to our website page and download the document, we have all of our ordering and stuff, is all on our website. Well, it's a little bit of a process to get there. So, okay. Let's look at their contact page. Basically, a website has 4 components: the home page, the about page, what you're selling or what the purpose of your site is, what your business is, and then your contact page. And in this case, about the business is the lamb, the beef, the meat, the Airbnb, and all that stuff. So they do have multiple pages and multiple avenues of income. So here's the contact page. It looks very, 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 very bland and all this white space. So this is one of those sites where I feel certain they did this themselves. And I can't tell right off the bat what type of site it is. But there are lots of free generators out there to build sites, but this is the kind of thing that you end up with because a person who goes out there to do their own site doesn't know how to design it and how to maximize, the flow, hold people on your site, give them concisely the information that they need, and organize it in a way that it makes sense. And so this is a little bit of a hodgepodge of a site. I would like to see it cleaned up and more categorized and a little cleaner effect. This white and white here, it just makes it feel like it doesn't have any boundaries. And even though they've done a great job of writing about their farm and the pictures tell a great story, the site still makes it feel like they don't really know what they're doing because the site looks that way. And so that's a presentation that you're giving. It's just like when you go interview for a job. If you show up in jeans and a t-shirt, you're saying one thing. If you show up in a suit and a tie, or a suit and a dress suit, then you're saying something else. So it's the same kind of thing here. What is your level of quality, the attention to detail that you give to your farm and your products and what you give people? All of that is part of your branding and part of the message you're sending people. So this is a great example, and we'll conclude this video.